Shoes by the door since 6 a.m. The weather app said it again. Not a cloud from here to the hill. The whole day's ours and it's standing still. I don't wanna wait inside. Something's pulling me straight to the light. All the sprinklers are going, every kid on the street knows. Pack a bag, pick a direction, just head out. Windows down on the corner, got the radio louder. Every block is a whole new world to find out. The market stands selling their plums. A beat drifts up from somebody's drum. A kite went up above the school. The kind of day that breaks every rule. Nobody's watching the clock in here. Time goes soft when the sky is clear. All the sprinklers are going, every kid on the street knows. Pack a bag, pick a direction, just head out. Windows down on the corner, got the radio louder. Every block is a whole new world to find out. On a day like this, you don't need a list, just wherever your feet decide to land. Let the whole day expand until you can't remember where you began. All the sprinklers are going, every kid on the street knows. Pack a bag, pick a direction, just head out. Windows down on the corner, got the radio louder. Every block is a whole new world to find out. Find out, find out, find out, find out. Every block is a whole new world. Find out, find out, find Keys on the hook by the door. Sneakers still tied from before. The mailbox stands wide in the sun. I'm counting the steps, one by one. Something shifts when the door swings wide, like a window got cracked open inside. The whole block's laid out like a ribbon. The maple trees shaking, they glisten. A car rolls by playing something sweet. I know every crack in the concrete. This is where the morning gets going. Every flag on the corner keeps blowing. listen. A car rolls by playing something sweet. I know every crack in the concrete. This is where the morning gets going. Every flag on the corner keeps blowing. One foot forward, then another. Good to be out here. Good to be out here. Good to be out. Keys in my pocket. And good to be out. Mm-mm. Hung it by the door since early spring. Waited for a day worth offering. Pulled it off the hook and felt the weight. Wide enough to hold the whole estate. Some things are a promise when you wear them. Some things tell the day you're gonna clear them. Everything goes different with the sun on your face. Outside has a way of putting things in their place. Brim tip back, the road ahead looks wide. That's the feeling you've been holding inside. That's the feeling you've been holding inside. Tied the ribbon twice and hit the gate. Garden smelled like something couldn't wait. Neighbor called a nice one from the fence. Whole street had a looseness and a sense. You can feel the morning shifting open. Something about being out and woven. Everything goes different with the sun on your face. Outside has a way of putting things in their place. Brim tipped back, the road ahead looks wide. That's the feeling you've been holding inside. That's the feeling you've been holding inside. Wide brim and a willing afternoon. The light comes in and finds you soon. You didn't plan the whole thing out. That's what good days are about. Everything goes different with the sun on your face. Outside has a way of putting things in their place. Brim tip back, the road ahead looks wide. That's the feeling you've been holding inside. That's the feeling you've been holding inside. Side on your face. That's the feeling. Two steps up and then the world begins. Everything outside just waiting in the screen door at my back. The street ahead. Morning hasn't started till I left the bed. Every day the same small crossing made. Standing where the inside starts to fade. Right here between the door and what comes next. Where the ordinary turns into the rest. One foot still on wood, one on the air. That half second holds everything there. That half second holds everything there. Coffee mug left rings on the railing wood. Weather came and stayed as nothing there between the door and what comes next. Between the door right here. Same chair by the same steamed up glass, same order that I've been placing since last. Person at the counter knows before I speak. That's the particular warmth I seek. Familiarity isn't boring, it's earned. That kind of welcome has to be returned. No, before you get the door all the way in, that's a different kind of win. Not a stranger here, not passing through. This one saves a chair for you. This one saves a chair for you. Rain outside and warm in here and right. Rode a little, watched the afternoon light. Somebody came in half soaked and cold. Ordered what I'd had and I was told every regular started as a first timer. That chair's got a whole history behind it. Known before you get the door all the way in. That's a different kind of win. Not a stranger here, not passing through. This one saves a chair for you. This one saves a chair for you. The walk exists to get you to the door. The door exists to bring you back for more. Best destinations aren't the farthest ones. Sometimes it's the corner where the day is done. That's a different kind of win. Not a stranger here, not passing through. This one saves a chair for you. This one saves a chair for you. Saves a chair for you, not passing through. This one's yours. It's something new to hold. Morning trail's a different thing at noon. Afternoon comes with its own costume. Same path, different angle on the same. Afternoon's got a completely different name. Later light hits lower through the trees. Better gift. Afternoon is a morning's better gift. Shadows longer, pace a little slow. Nowhere that I urgently need to go. That's the afternoon trails. Hold design, take the same route, but take your time. Mornings for beginning, kinda going later. Light hits lower through the trees. Everything is warmer in degrees. Second time around, the whole thing shifts. Afternoon is morning's better gift. Afternoon is morning's better gift. Golden on the bark and on the ground. Afternoon has got a warmer sound. Didn't need to go far or fast. Best part of the day came back at last. Shifts. Afternoon is morning's better gift. Afternoon is morning's better gift. Later light, warmer in degrees. Afternoon. Double knotted, standing by the door. Same routine I've done 100 times before. Something in the lacing pulls it tight, sends a signal to the rest, alright. Shoes don't lie about intention. Lace them up and that's the whole direction. Tied and ready and the street's right there. Body knowing before the brain's aware. Everything the morning asks you for starts with something simple on the floor. Starts with something simple on the floor. Scuffs along the toe from last week's route. Still in decent shape for heading out. Worn enough to know they've got the miles. Still enough left in them for a while. Well, worn isn't finished, it's just broken in. That's the difference from the start to in between. Tied and ready and the street's right there. Body knowing before the brain's aware. Something simple on the floor. Starts with something simple on the floor. Before the pace, before the route, before the plan. It's just a knot tied by your own two hands. That knot is the commitment, that's the word. Everything that follows has been heard. Right there, body knowing before the brain's aware. Everything the morning asked you for starts with something simple on the floor. Starts with something simple on the floor. Tied and ready, streets right there. Starts with something simple. Sat down at the one beside the pond. Wood worn smooth, the paint long since beyond. Everyone who passed living place is rare. Takes a bench to let you just be there. World keeps going, I just watch it through. Pigeons, prams, and someone's long lost shoe. Everything is fine from where I sit. That's the bench for you. That's all of it. That's the bench for you. That's all of it. Old guy with the thermos, same plaid cap. Nodded like we'd made some kind of pact. Neither of us talking, both of us fine. Park bench solidarity, that's the sign. Not every exchange needs any words. Sometimes shared silence is the thing that's heard. World keeps going, I just watch it through. Pigeons, prams, and someone's long lost shoe. Everything is fine from where I sit. That's the bench for you. That's all of it. That's the bench for you. That's all of it. You don't always have to be the one in motion. Sometimes you're the pause in someone else's ocean. Let the park do what the park does best. The bench is here to give you back the rest. Just watch it through. Pigeons, prams, and someone's long lost shoe. Everything is fine from where I sit. That's the bench for you. That's all of it. That's the bench for you. That's all of it. World keeps going, I just watch it through. Is fine. Cold iron in the early morning hand. Lifted it before I'd even planned. Click a metal swing of painted wood. Crossing into something that felt good. Everything that follows starts right there. That small lift into the open air. One small motion opens up the whole day. One click in the yard gives way. Past the gate, the street is waiting wide. That's what happens when you step outside. That's what happens when you step outside. Coming back is how you know it worked. Garden smelling different than you thought. Something from the walk still in your clothes. That's the gate earning back what it owes. Leaving has its own small ceremony. Lifting is the thing that makes it real. One small motion opens up the whole day. One click in the yard gives way. Past the gate, the street is waiting wide. That's what happens when you step outside. That's what happens when you step outside. Cold metal morning light. Everything about it feels right. One decision fits in the hand. Lift and the whole day expands. One small motion opens up the whole day. One click in the yard gives away. Past the gate, the street it in view. Small reminder that beginnings come in twos. Potential doesn't announce itself aloud. It just sits there patient in the crowd. Hold things in there if you give it ground. Hold things in there if you stick around. Something small enough to lose or keep holds a kind of future in its sleep. Holds a kind of future in its sleep. Don't need a grand gesture or a plan, just an acorn and an open hand. Everything starts somewhere out of sight, small and brown and ready for the light. Hold things in there. Hold things in there. Hold things in there if you give it ground. Hold things in there if you stick around. Something small enough to lose or keep holds a kind of future in its sleep. Holds a kind of future in its sleep. In there if you give it ground, holds a future in its sleep. Top of the hill with nothing left to climb. Arms out sideways and the view was fine. Then the grass made its particular case, and I was horizontal in the space. You don't decide to roll, the hill decides. Gravity and green on the same side. Let the slope take everything you've got. Arms in sky and laughing on the spot. Ground came up to meet me all the way. That's what giving in to morning feels that way. That's what giving in to morning feels that way. Grass stains on the elbow, on the back. Did it twice more just to find the track. Bottom of the hill each time felt new. Uphill is the part you have to choose. Coming down is easy if you're willing. That's the whole art of the outdoor feeling. Let the slope take everything you've got. Arms in sky and laughing on the spot. Ground came up to meet me all the way. That's what giving in to more big enough to still feel like indoors. All the outside noise just sitting in the room. Neighbors, kid, and traffic, and the late afternoon bloom. You don't have to go out to feel the day. Sometimes the outside finds its own way. Sometimes the outside finds its own way. Slapped it on the way in with a bang. Summer's signature is in that clang. Anyone who grew up with one knows that sound is how a whole season goes. Close your eyes and hear it, and you're 8 years old. Standing in the summer that you'll always hold. All the outside noise just sitting in the room. Neighbors, kid, and traffic, and the late afternoon bloom. You don't have to go out to feel the day. Sometimes the outside finds its own way. Sometimes the outside finds its own way. Screen is not a wall. It's a choice to let it all come floating through the afternoon. Summer arriving in the room. All the outside noise just sitting in the room. Neighbors, kid, and traffic, and the late afternoon bloom. You don't have to go out to feel the day. Sometimes the outside finds its own way. Sometimes the outside finds its own way. Outside finds its way. Screen door afternoon. Worn into the grass by years of feet. Not on any map or any sheet. Someone walked here first and someone more. Now it's just the line that leads to yours. Every worn path is a shared decision made by people with the same quiet vision. Hundreds went this way before you did. Left the trail by nothing more than living. Follow it and you are following all of them. Every step's a kind of shared anthem. Every step's a kind of shared anthem. Crosses someone else's at the oak. One goes left to the hill, one through the smoke. Chose the left one like 100 chose. That's how worn paths get to be the ones that go. Paths aren't built, they're decided foot by foot. That's a different kind of neighborhood. Hundreds went this way before you did. Left the trail by nothing more than living. Follow it and you are following all of them. Every step's a kind of shared anthem. Every step's a kind of shared anthem. You're not alone out here and never were. Every themselves in the haze. Hundreds went this way before you did, left the trail by nothing more than living. Follow it and you are following all of them. Every step's a kind of shared anthem. Every step's a kind of shared anthem. Shared anthem. Hundreds went this way. Every step. Pinch the stem and split it with a nail. Thread it through the next one without fail. Flower after flower in a line. That's how you make something small feel fine. Individual, they're just a weed. Put them all together and they lead. Small things linked become a different thing. Ordinary morning, ordinary spring. Thread enough for them and you got something there. A morning made of moments, that's the rare. A morning made of moments, that's the rare. Long enough to wear around the wrist. Added one more just before I'd miss. Ooh, handed it to someone on the bench. Didn't need a reason, didn't clinch. Making something beautiful from spare parts. That's the whole art of the outdoor heart. Small things linked become a different thing. Ordinary morning, ordinary spring. Afraid enough for them and you got something there. A morning made of moments, that's the rare. A morning made of moments, that's the rare. You don't need big gestures or grand days. A chain of small ones makes the better phrase. One thing and another still. That's how mornings turn from fine to fill. Small things linked become a different thing. Ordinary morning, ordinary spring. Right enough for them and you got something there. A morning made of moments, that's the rare. A morning made of moments, that's the rare. Small things linked, that's the rare. Morning made of moments. 2, 3. Let it out until the spool ran thin. Barely felt the pull coming back in. Diamond shape against the afternoon white. Everything I held was in that height. Tug means it's still up there. Tug means it's real. Slack means you've lost something you can feel. All the way up there and still in hand. That's a kind of freedom you can understand. Far enough to breathe, close enough to hold. That's the line between the tethered and the bold. That's the line between the tethered and the bold. Wind died down and pulled it sideways right. Had to walk 3 steps to keep the flight. String went taut and then we found how you make the stuck thing fly just fine. All the way up there and still in hand. That's a kind of freedom you can understand. Far enough to breathe, close enough to hold. That's the line between the tethered and the bold. That's the line between the tethered and the bold. You can let things run without letting go. The string is not a cage, it's just the flow between the hand and sky. There's a sweet place, that's where good things fly and find their space. All the way up there and still in hand. That's a kind of freedom you can understand. Far enough to breathe, close enough to hold. That's the line between the tethered and the bold. That's the line between the tethered and the bold. All the way up there, still in hand. That's the line. Down the alley past the green garage, cut across before the avenue's in charge. Saves 4 minutes, saves a whole new mood. Knowing where to go is its own good. Nobody puts shortcuts on a sign. You earn them by making the street yours and mine. This block fits like something worn and right. Knowing it means knowing where the light hits the corner store at 8:30. That's the kind of knowing you can't fake. That's the kind of knowing you can't fake. Showed it once to someone passing through. Their face when we came out the other side, like they'd been let in on something true. That's the thing about the streets you've tried. Give a place enough of your time walking. Sooner or later it starts talking. This block fits like something worn and right. Knowing it means knowing where the light hits the corner store at 8:30. That's the kind of knowing you can't fake. That's the kind of knowing you can't fake. A city's not a place until you've lost and found yourself and paid the walking cost. Then suddenly the shortcut appears. That's when a street becomes yours. That's when it clears. This block fits like something worn and right. Knowing it means knowing where the light hits the corner store at 8:30. That's the kind of knowing you can't fake. That's the kind of knowing you can't fake. This block fits. You can't fake it. This block fits. short season doesn't make it less worthwhile. 2 weeks earns a pretty decent mile. Here and then it isn't, that's the deal. Doesn't make it any less the real. Catch it when it's there and don't explain. Something this good always comes back again. Something this good always comes back again. Took a photograph and it came out wrong. Color never captures what belongs. Had to stand beneath it and look up. Let the petals fill the whole cup. Camera lies, but being there is true. Blossom only works if you come through. Here and then it isn't, that's the deal. Doesn't make it any less the real. Catch it when it's there and don't explain. Something this good always comes back again. Something this good always comes back again. 2 weeks and the trees are bare again, but you've got it somewhere in your brain. The pink against the ordinary blue. That's the thing the outside does to you. Here and then it isn't, that's the deal. Doesn't make it any less the real. Catch it when it's there and don't explain. Something this good always comes back again. Something this good always comes back again. Here and then it isn't, that's the deal. Comes back again. Map said straight, but something pulled me left into a street. The city kept compressed, narrow enough to hear both sides at once. Washing lines and window boxes, months of rents. Main roads take you where you're meant to go. Side streets take you somewhere you don't know. Turned and found a whole street, lived in and bright. Cats on walls and someone's laundry in the light. Would've missed it, keeping to the plan. That's the whole deal with the side street. That's the hand, that's the whole deal with the side street. That's the hand. Bakery I'd never seen before. Bread smell coming strong beneath the floor. Bought a roll I didn't need and ate it slow. Side street gave me more than I know. Getting lost is just a different kind of found. Best things are the ones off the main ground. Turned and found a whole street. follow anyway. Side streets make the longer journey pay. Cats on walls and someone's laundry in the light. Would have missed it, keeping to the plan. That's the whole deal with the side street. That's the hand, that's the whole deal with the side street. That's the hand. That's the whole deal off the main plan. Turned and found it. Felt it before I saw the cloud above. Temperature dropped just a little, just enough. Shadow crossed the field from left to right. Brief relief in all that outdoor light. Even perfect days come with a pass. Cloud shadow on the grass doesn't last. Cool for just a moment, then it's gone. You'd have missed it if you weren't already understanding, and it felt like pressing pause. Best things don't come with applause. Best things don't come with applause. Chased it barefoot out across the lawn. Gone before my second breath was drawn. Didn't matter that I couldn't keep it. Some things aren't designed for you to need it. Part of being outside is the passing through cloud shadows, just the sky saying hey to you. Cool for just a moment, then it's gone. You'd have missed it if you weren't already understanding, and it felt like pressing pause. Best things don't come with applause. Best things don't come with applause. Not every gift wraps up and stays. Some of them just cross the field and fade. That's the outside doing what it does, moving through you, light on, light off, because cool for just a moment, then it's gone. You'd have missed it if you weren't already understanding, and it felt like pressing pause. Best things don't come with applause. Best things don't come with applause. Cool for just a moment, then it's gone. Best things don't come with applause. Tucked in at the corner of the fence, bright enough to catch the eye and dense. Nobody had planted it or planned, just decided this was where it'd land. Small things earn the walk when you find them. Leave them there and carry them behind you. Bright red where you didn't think to look. Better than a page in any book. Some things ask you just to stop and see. That's the whole point of going out for free. That's the whole point of going out for free. the whole point of going out for free. That's the whole point of going out for free. Buy a red, just stop and see. Going out for free. Flat stretch of grass beside the parking lot. Didn't plan it, just decided on the spot. Hands went down before the thought was done. World flipped over quick and then spun on. Gravity's a thing you can negotiate. Body's got its own ideas of grade. Upside down for half a second flat. Nothing in the manual covers that. Arms and legs and sky in the wrong place. That's the look of joy on someone's face. That's the look of joy on someone's face. Landed crooked but the feeling stayed. Lasted longer than the whole display. Someone from a bench gave half a clap. Best kind of applause, the kind you don't ask back. You don't need an audience or a reason, just a patch of green in any season. Upside down for half a second flat. Nothing in the manual covers that. Arms and legs and sky in the wrong place. That's the look of joy on someone's face. That's the look of joy on someone's face. Don't wait for the right day or the right shoes. Don't wait for permission you won't lose. Find the open space and let it take you. Upside down is just a body saying thank you. Upside down for half a second flat. Nothing in the manual covers that. Arms and legs and sky in the wrong place. That's the look of joy on someone's face. That's the look of joy on someone's face. That's the look of joy. Half a second flat. That's the look. Bark comes off in patches every year. Still the same tree standing. Still it's here. Walk past it in all seasons, all weathers. Something constant sewn into the tethers. A landmark doesn't have to be a sign. Sometimes a tree is more than enough to find. Still here when the summer's done. Still here when the winter comes. Rooted in the corner of the block. Something that the years forgot to knock. Something that the years forgot to knock. Kids have carved initials in the bark. Someone left a bike lock after dark. Tree absorbed the whole streets running and tab. Kept it all without a sign or tag. Not every memory needs a frame. Some things hold the weight without a name. Still here when the summer's done. Still here when the winter comes. Rooted in the corner of the block. Something that the years forgot to knock. Something that the years forgot to knock. When you come back from wherever, the sycamore just nods and lets you know that this is still the same street, still the same and still complete. Still here when the summer's done. Still here when the winter comes. Rooted in the corner of the block. Something that the years forgot to knock. Something that the years forgot to knock. Still here, still rooted. Still here. Single ring above the market noise cuts right through the morning's crowded voice. Didn't see who rang, it didn't need to. Something clear just found a way to reach you. Some sounds carry further than they should. Some things ring exactly as they would. One clear note and everything makes sense. Something in the simple and the dense. Streets are loud, but one ring cuts them through. That's the kind of morning coming for you. That's the kind of morning coming for you. Past it chained outside the flower shop. Rider gone, the day still hadn't stopped. Bell still warm from someone's morning run, giving back a little bit of sun. Borrowed sounds from strangers passing by. That's the whole outdoor exchange applied. One clear note and everything makes sense. Something in the simple and the dense. Streets are loud, but one ring cuts them through. That's the kind of morning coming for you. That's the kind of morning coming for you. You don't need the whole street to go quiet. Just one clean sound to break the riot. One small signal in the morning air, proof that something good is happening there. One clear note and everything makes sense. Something in the simple and the dense. Streets are loud, but one ring cuts them through. That's the kind of morning coming for you. That's the kind of morning coming for you. every dip a mirror in the light. Could have gone around the long dry way, took the shorter one and made a spray. Wet shoes dry, the morning doesn't mind. Best decisions rarely look refined. Land with both feet, let it all fly out. That's what sidewalks on a rainy day are about. Go around the boring parts if you want, or take the splash and see what you've got. Or take the splash and see what you've got. Someone in a doorway shook their head, laughed instead and caught the light it shed. Carried it all morning in my step, that kind of thing you don't forget. Dry is fine, but wet is more alive. That's the thing about the outside. Land with both feet, let it all fly out. That's what sidewalks on a rainy day are about. Go around the boring parts if you want, or take the splash and see what you've got. Or take the splash and see what you've got. There's a version of the day that plays it safe, and a version that comes home a little dazed. One of them is better things to say, one of them is brighter all the way. Land with both feet, let it all fly out. That's what sidewalks on a rainy day are about. Go around the boring parts if you want, or take the splash and see what you've got. Or take the splash and see what you've got. Followed it until the path curved left. Didn't know what waited past the rest. Water catching everything the sky lit through. Just kept walking till the view broke new. Can't see the end from where you stand. That's the whole point of having open land. Something's always waiting round the turn. Something with the walking worth the burn. Doesn't matter what the map says here. Keep your feet moving and it'll clear. Keep your feet moving and it'll clear. Stones along the bank in shades of gray, each one smooth a slightly different way. Pick the flattest one and sent it out. 3 good skips before a dip below. You can't know the water till you're in it. Best part of the morning has no limit. Oh, something's always waiting round the turn. Something with the walking worth the burn. Doesn't matter what the map says here. Keep your feet moving and it'll clear. Keep your feet moving and it'll clear. Past the bend there's another one, and past that one the path keeps on. Nobody was promised the whole view, just the next step and the one past you. Something's always waiting round the turn. Something with the walking worth the burn. Doesn't matter what the map says here.